Yo, yo.
Yo, brothers.
What to do? Hey, turn it down just a little bit. What's
Drumma
up with
boy.
you, bro?
What's going on, bro? You good?
Yes, sir. I'm waiting on Buck.
Okay. Well, so, yeah, apologies about that. I had a couple technical difficulties. My Zoom just disappeared off my computer and also, so I had to get it reset and all that stuff there. So, right back.
Hell yeah.
Damn, y'all can't.
We can't see you over there, man.
Can you see me?
I can see. I can see y'all. It's recording.
Yeah, I can't see Buck.
You gotta
Yeah, I can see Buck now. Yeah.
Word.
Yes. Okay.
Let me see if I can get some light on in here. Is it cool? You straight?
Now you're straight, bro. You're straight. You're all good.
All right, cool. What up, fam?
Jeez, what's going on, brother?
What's going on, man?
Here he is, Young Buck, Drumma boy, Worldwide FM, Dan Blake.
Yeah, boy.
We're checking in UK to the US right now. It's always a pleasure being amongst greats. And I'm loving the project right now. You know, the new project, you know, back on my Buck shit. Loving it.
Volume 3.
Volume
back on
3.
My Buck.
Yo, I've been riding to it, man. I've been riding to it, bro. And yeah, you're back where you need to be. I'm loving the whole trap element. I'm loving the way you start the album with high energy, then you take it into kind of, what can I say, records that I feel like I know you for, like, from day. Because I've been listening to you for over 10 years. You know, we're talking about the first album, Straight Out of Cashville. So I've always thought you're a man of emotion, you know. So I hear the pain record, emotion records in the project as well. So let's start off with one of my favorite songs, couple of my favorite songs I'm feeling. Let's talk about the Check With It record. I love the Check With It record. Let's talk about how that come about.
Well, first and foremost, me and Drumma about to shoot that video. That's one of Drumma records. Drumma keeps saying, yo, bro, we got to shoot the video for Check With It. You know, it's just one of those records where I feel like, you know, I want to express to the people and let them understand where I'm at with it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I've always been that, but a lot of things that I done been through has been financially driven. So I'm letting you know I'm still that, but now I got to check with it. You dig what I'm saying? So it's one of those records where I'm just basically letting the people know that, you know, a lot of my life is played out throughout social media, so the ups and downs people get a chance to see. And it's like, nah, not right now. I got to check with it. You dig what I'm saying? And let's go.
And you're talking about, you know, shooting the video. What kind of concept are we going with? What's the flavor of the video, Drumma boy? What's like the flavor?
You say what kind of play for the video?
Yeah, what kind of play we running with?
Like, man, I leave the visuals and the ideas to the videographer. Sometimes they present a treatment, but man, just the feel of it gotta feel right. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I just think off the top of my head, we were thinking like a strip club or, you know, some type of party or somewhere girls dancing and, you know what I'm saying, we tipping the ladies and whatnot, but we gonna go through and probably bless somebody trap. You know what I'm saying? That's what that all about, man. Paying homage. You know, strippers is who pointed me in the right direction of who was spending money, who wasn't. You know what I mean? So it always helped my careers, like my sister from another mother or something, like, you know what I'm saying? This is who you need to get your money with, you know what I'm saying? And this who got it, who don't, you know what I'm saying? So it just saved a nigga a lot of time, you know what I'm saying? And then also understanding when you got the women, they requesting your music on their set. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, them sets be major, certain, you know what I'm saying, certain moments in that club. So if they playing your music, they just set the tone, you know what I'm saying, for a lot of the A&Rs and executives who in their clubs and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? You probably have your deal or something coming real soon.
And I want to talk about like trap and, you know, drill music's big over here in the UK at the moment. Trap's always been big over here as well. And You know, you've worked on a lot of trap records over the years and that whole sound. Tell us what's the definition of trap in your view? Like, what's the definition when it comes to music and trap? What's the definition? Define it. That's a question to Drumma Boy and Young Buck.
Yeah.
Go ahead, John.
I was saying, like trap, first and foremost, is a location. You know what I mean? Before it was a sound, before it became a genre of music, this is where you at, bro? I'm in the trap. You know what I'm saying? And depending on who you were talking to, you already knew the address. This was before GPS and, you know, all that. We just knew where to go. Okay, bet. Where you at, bet, bro? I'm at the trap. You know what I'm saying? And this is just this where we get our money. This where we hustle. Whatever we hustling, whatever it is, this where we manufacturing and distributing out of type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So that, like, from me being just a fly on the wall and just always around, like, I had OGs who was kind of sitting me down, like, man, you sit your ass down, man, got them cook them beats up, nigga. So I'm seeing what's going on, but I'm making the music right there in front of this shit. You see what I'm saying? So I just was going off of what I saw, and it's just it's an eerie sound. Like it's a sound that gives you that paranoid feel sometimes when you riding up and down that highway. You know what I'm saying? It's certain sounds that make you feel like I'm trapping. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I come with it from, as on a you know what I'm saying, little bro perspective, producer perspective.
My definition of it would be it's motivational music. Yeah. Motivational street music, period, in a sense. It's like most individuals that involve themselves around, quote unquote, the trap or from the streets, and you know, most of it is illegal business, but a lot of it can be legal business as well. It's just about hustling. It's motivational to get something. It's the place where the motivation is molded at, pretty much. A molded motivational place for the hustle, period. Legal or illegal, you dig?
Wow. And, you know, I feel like those records have been in you from, you know, from day dot. Like, when I'm talking about, let's carry on the theme of Buckshot. You know, that's the new name, right?
Oh, I couldn't hear the last part. So
I understand that you're going by Buckshot nowadays.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. I mean, you know, that's just I'm a young buck to the day it die. You know what I mean? Forever young. Buckshot is like another alias to add on to it. You know, I got a lot of different Buck Marleys. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the whole Marley family in real life. Like that even that one was given to me by the Marleys. You dig what I'm saying? You can't just put Marley on the end of your name and never been in the presence of the Marleys. So shout out to the family, man. They abducted me to the family a long time ago, and I always kept a solid relationship with them. But Buckshots is just a name that, you know, like I say, the definition of a buckshot is it spreads. So I feel like my music tends to spread all over the world, no matter what ways I gotta give it to you or shoot it out. It spreads out. It's not like a single shot. You know what I mean? It's a buckshot, bro. And it gets all the way to the UK, like right now. You dig what I'm saying? From right here in Cashville. So Buckshots is just really an alias name to Young Buck.
And you know, the record Living as well. That's another big record. I feel that the energy on that record also from you.
Sir.
Again, it's perspective.
Yes,
you always get real after, you know, we've turned up, you always get real with it, like, you know what I mean, and start getting into detail about
big facts
things. So Living's another. I don't know. I'm about. I love pain, and I like the turn up music, but I love the pain and educational sounds as well.
Big
and
facts.
What's going on real life, day to day things, topics. So those
big
records
facts.
always touch me. So Living was one of them. Tell me about Living.
Man, Living is one of my favorite records on the tape, and it's just giving people inside, almost like an inside look into my life, you know, in the sense of all the trials and tribulations, but I'm living. You know what I mean? I still do the things that I never let the celebrityness of me take me away from what I come from. Yeah, it evolves me from, I'm not in the same places and involved in some of the same things that I once was when I was pretty much trapped mentally though. You know, Living is a record that just basically explaining how a person can become, you know, a celebrity and also go through a lot of different things and still be able to live. I think I'm really just starting to live in a sense.
Yeah.
I've been alive. It's a difference between being alive and living. You understand? And I've been alive for a long time. You dig what I'm saying? Just, you know, creating music and just not even enjoying the fruits of my labor. But I've learned to live a little bit, and you know, those topics that I speak on are basically things that coincide with my life and with me living now. You know, a lot of these things that I've done throughout life, I consider myself being alive. Like even to this day, I've never been to an NBA basketball game.
Oh, really? Wow.
Ever. You know what I'm saying? And that's just, you know, far as the States goes, that's big. Of course, I've been to NFL games and it's just different parts of life and different things that I haven't experienced by just, you know, the way of the world or just going through different situations. And those are the things that I'm starting to target and experience, you know, while life is at its peak right now. You know, everybody wants to live, but a lot of people I realize, including myself before, has just been alive. So it's just about living and enjoying life and accepting the good and the bad. You know what I'm saying?
You know what, brother? There's a line you said, like, I'm hoping it's living that I'm talking about. Excuse me if I'm wrong, but you say, I stopped what I was doing and I was like, oh shit. He said that, you said, I ain't drove a BMW, I think, since Pac died.
Yeah, I ain't drove a BMW since Pac died.
It's an ashtray.
Ashtray, yeah.
Ashtray.
Ashtray.
Big facts.
Woo.
But that's the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like since Pac passed away, it's not nothing that was done intentionally. You know, it's just the facts of what my life was. You know, I was actually really pushing a BMW around. And when Pac left, you know, my BMW left, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't been back in one since. And that was a real facts.
Yeah, man. And Drumma Boy, did you produce Ashtray?
Yeah, I produced Ashtray.
Wow, that's an incredible record. I want to commend you on that, man. That's incredible record. Tell us about the production process on that.
Man, appreciate it, man. It was just wanting to really deliver. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when my boy hit me, he was like, man, you know we gotta get to it. And I had already had some tracks ready. So this was one of the tracks that I played for him when he came through Atlanta. And I remember playing that motherfucker and like we just got straight to work. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I knew I wanted to do something outside of just the trap, because I'm not just no trap producer. Like I make everything. I make music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? West Coast, East Coast, dance hall, reggaeton, jazz, orchestra, whatever. Like, you know what I mean? So that Ashtray got like a West Coast player vibe to it. You know what I mean? And the rest was history, man. This man here, he rap on anything.
This is it.
I give you all the credit, Drumma. I might rap on anything, but some of the records that I can't, like I process and recording is just the dopest ever. And I work with a lot of producers. But me and Drumma also got a chemistry. We got a brotherly bond. You know what I'm saying? And you can hear it through the music. You know, he's always been a big brother in my world because I've always turned to Drumma with a lot of different things. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I can come get an honest opinion. And as a man, that's what we respect. We don't respect yes men or somebody telling us things just because we want to hear it. I know if I'm right, then he'll give it off if that's how he feel. But if I'm wrong, he's gonna give it off because that's how he feel as well. So I've always looked at Drumma for an honest opinion. And when it comes to creating the music, you know, I'll vibe with Drumma and be like, bro, what you hearing? And some things he may say it might catch right immediately. Some things he say it might not catch then, but catch tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? It's just different vibes and things. So it's a two-way street when it comes to what you hear in regards of the record of, you know, Back on My Buck Shit Volume 3. It's a collaboration of two souls, both of them walking in the same direction and wanting to win and being able to collaborate with no big eyes and no little U's. So you do this or say this and do it this way. You know, it's just us naturally giving our emotions about life or just in the music, and then finding that place where we both like, yeah, that's it. You know what I mean? And those are the records that make the projects. We do so many records. We got so much that we working on volume 4 right now.
Jeez.
And already, you know, a few records in on that. And we just now starting to get started with dropping these videos from this project. You know, we've dropped a few videos, I think three of them so far.
Yeah.
If I ain't mistaken, but we plan on shooting visuals for damn near every record on the tape. So we kind of going off into the second wave in a sense. People are starting to just now catch on to how dope the project truly is. And like I say, we way over here doing an interview with you in the UK where you can definitely expect, you know, the Bombs 3 tour to head to come out their way, which I haven't been in the UK in a long time, bro. So I can't wait to get over there because I've always told people, you know, they the best fans to me. Like the energy is unmatchable anywhere I've been, you know. And a lot of people in the States just don't know how real it is in the UK. Like, yeah, we got ghettos here, they got ghettos there. We got real ones here, they got real ones there. You understand what I'm saying? We trap and hustle here, they trap and hustle there. So just being of knowledge and being a person that's been there and know how the fans react and just how some of the streets are in regards to certain places of the UK. You know, I just can't wait to get back over there and see what's done changed, because a lot done changed over here in these states and shit, and especially with this COVID shit. And once all of that shit is out the way, bro, I just, you know, can't wait to get over there and perform on that stage over there, man.
You know what, bro? Obviously, a lot of people must ask you about G Unit and, you know, that whole situation. But, you know, I've been following you for a minute. I've heard your piece out there. You've talked on it many times. I don't want to be overindulging in that too much. But I just wanted to ask you one thing. Like, I was at my barber today getting a little haircut and that, and we was talking about this interview. And then he was like, you know what? Big up Shareem. You know, a good thing. Maybe ask him like, what was your best moment, like just touring around the world? What was your best moment in G Unit, like on a positive vibe? What was your best moment where you was like, oh, man, this is incredible. Like I'm living.
Being over there, you know, music has taken me around the world. I done been through 2 passports. I come from nothing. I come from the ghetto. I really am a statement of the music that I give to the people, because I've really lived or live in a lot of the things that I speak on in my music. So for me to be a person from the streets in a real way, you understand, and watch music bring me, you know, all over the UK, from UK to Japan to, you know, Amsterdam, any, you know, just going around the world. I think one of my biggest moments was actually in Japan and watching the music break the language barrier.
Oh, wow.
You understand, by being on that stage, rocking out, and all of these people I know they don't speak English, but they're rapping with me word for word for what I'm saying. I can hold the mic out and they say everything that I'm saying. But as soon as the music stops and I go to say what up, because you know what I'm saying, they don't even know.
Love that.
you know, things like the regular what's up language, but at the same time, music is so powerful that they can pick the words up, whether it's through the sound or frequency. But watching that happen, it was one of the biggest moments of my life, you know what I mean, outside of being in Japan and losing a piece of jewelry that costed me like maybe 70,000. I think I had paid for a bracelet, and I was sick because, you know, 50 used to kind of really get on to me about wearing real jewelry on the stage. And I'm like, bro, that's the only thing I know is to rock the real. Like, I don't know how to go get the fake diamonds and things like that. But it just happened to be a show in Japan where I was waving my hands, and the $75,000 bracelet that I just bought flew off into the crowd.
Oh, snap.
and I knew I was gonna hear the shit from him once I got back in the dressing room. And of course I told you about wearing that shit, you know, get you some shit that's not, you know, that expensive to rock and shit like that. But, you know, I was really, really pissed off about the situation, only to walk out of the dressing room, getting ready to get in the vehicle to go back to the hotel. And it's a fan right there, didn't speak English at all, got my attention by holding up my bracelet.
Oh, wow.
And it was like, what? Are you serious? Like, this is a VVS flooded out, crazy jewelry, like I say, $75,000 bracelet. And here a fan is that's waited all night by a gate.
Yeah, it was meant to
be.
You
know, exiting gate, just to be able to give it back to me. I was so, you know, American driven, to the point where, you know, people do good things. You want to commend them and give them something in return to show appreciation for what they did. So I had already, you know, changed over a few dollars to their actual money. And I had reached in my pocket and gave him everything that I had, and he wouldn't take it.
Wow.
He would not take it. So for that, to see the difference of people mentally, and the culture of things, they wouldn't take it. They felt like, you know, the culture that they involved in and evolved from is honesty is everything. So, you know, it's mine basically, and we don't need nothing. We just returning it back type of thing. That was different from my life, you know, especially over here. let a $1,000 bracelet come off, and it wouldn't. You know, you're going to kind of probably gamble on whether it will come back or not. So, you know, just different things like that, bro.
Incredible. And on one more thing on the Ashtray track, which, produced by Drumma Boy, you say, I wish Banks could jump on that next verse. Like, I felt the pain on that. So, like, you know, tell us about that kind of energy, and like, how are you and Banks now? Like, you know.
Well, I haven't spoke to Banks. I don't know why. I reached out a few times, and, you know, Banks my dog. You know what I mean? In my eyes, you know, I've never had a problem or no beef with Banks or none of that. I think Banks is one of the dopest MCs in this game, and I just can't wait to see him turn up, because I see him kind of lightening back up and kind of about. I think Banks is about ready to, you know, give the world some music again. So it's just being honest on the record and letting the world know how I truly felt at that moment. This is the part I wish Banks was coming in, because out of the group, you know, I think me and him had the most solidest bond. At the time of me being a part of G Unit, we was always bonded because we were basically the ones who carried a lot out with the music. You know what I'm saying? 50 left a lot of the projects in our own hands to create. Me and Banks was basically the spearheads to a lot of the records. Not to cut Yayo short or none of that, because there's a few records that Yayo may have brought to the table and pushed, but me and Banks just had that bond, and I just feel like Banks is one of the ones that ain't got his just due, as well as myself. So, you know, I know it was an era that was, you know, unmatched at this point. The whole G Unit era was definitely an unmatched era. It's crazy. And truthfully, people want to see and hear, I think, overall, us together and push and make music again and things like that. And I just know my differences that I've had in regards to me and 50. Those chances is kind of very rare of happening again. And I've learned to accept whatever it is and kind of keep pushing and keep moving forward and kind of send a salute to him and all of the other dudes.
Yeah.
Y'all do y'all, and you know what? If something's meant to be, then it'll happen. But I'm so involved there as an artist and as a man, and period, by going through all these different things that I've had to fight, that my focus is just basically making sure that I continue growing as an artist and keep giving y'all good music like you got from Back on My Buck Shit Volume 3, bro.
Yeah, back on My Buck Shit Volume 3. I want everyone to go and get that Worldwide FM radio show. Dan Blake, Young Buck, Buckshot, Drumma Boy. Everybody go and get that. It's a great project. I really enjoyed it, man. I got had some liquor, but I got my little water.
Dope. Hey, yo, I'm sipping on this Disbelief tequila, man. It's a company that I got a big percentage in. If you're ever in the States, and I'm sure we'll get over there, but it's called Disbelief Tequila. You definitely want to get this in. It's one of the smoothest, and it's 100% proof. One of the smoothest tequilas you could ever drink, bro.
Love that, bro. And you know what? How did you two actually link up though? Like, how did the link up come? How did you meet? Actually make this happen? Like, what's the situation there, Drumma Boy?
Oh man, shit! I remember giving Buck my CD. Yeah, TSU homecoming. Like we was always going down to Nashville. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get in something during TSU. You know what I mean? Like all of it, it just would be like our version of Freaknik, so to speak. But you know what I'm saying? Like
that's how you Memphis. That's how you Memphis niggas just looking at it down here in Cashville, right?
Hey man, because
Memphis
everybody
is
from
3
Kentucky.
hours away, my man, from where I'm from. We both from Tennessee, but Drumma Boy is like 3 hours away from here. He's from Memphis and I'm from Nashville, so it's like same state, but we in two different cities,
Man, all the girls from Memphis, Kentucky, Knoxville, Chattanooga, Nashville, Atlanta, everybody was coming in town for this event, you know what I mean? So it was always just good to network politic, you know what I'm saying? Parking lot pimp, you know what I'm saying? And man, I actually bumped into him in the parking lot, you know what I'm saying? He had the door open, new Cadillac. I was like, man, it's Young Buck. And this is when I had, beats on CD. So I had probably like 3 CDs in my pocket. I pulled out a CD, walked up on him like, hey, bro, Drumma Boy. He was like, okay, bet. You know what I'm saying? I was like, my number on the CD, bro, just holler at me. And shit, he probably reached out to me after that, probably like a year. He probably a good year after that. You know what I'm saying? And shit, we locked in, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It's like same way with Jeezy, same way with Gotti, same way it was just me approaching and introducing myself. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, like, bro, this is who I am. Woo, woo, woo. Bam. That's how I got in tune with practically every artist I know. So, you know what I'm saying?
But mind you, he already had the hottest fucking records in the streets at that time as well, too. Because I think he was rocking with Gotti, Dolph, Young Dolph. All of them was, heating up, and Gotti was doing this shit as well. And Drumma was producing some of the hardest records that was in the club.
Hold on, Buck. Before Drumma Boy, for the audience, what Buck just said, let them know, because I'm gonna be off the back of you talking. I'm gonna be saluting you on radio and playing some of your biggest records. So, name like, what would you say top 5 of your biggest records you've done that worldwide know what's up?
Man, from out the gate, I put on for my city. You know
my God.
Kanye
West, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to start off.
I gotta give you a cheers to that.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's crazy. That's one of my favorite records to this day, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Jeezy know me from Yo Gotti, so I gotta throw this in there. When you see me shout it, pop your collar, then you holler. That's what's up. What up, Drumma? Hey, what up, mama? That's a song called That's What's Up by Yo Gotti. And that's what really like had me going in the streets, you know what I'm saying? So I always have to salute Yo Gotti, you know what I'm saying? We kind of came up together. You know what I mean? Another record I say is Money to Blow. Drake,
Oh.
get this shaking something, cause that's what Drumma produced it for.
Banger.
You feel me? Another record I would say is Shouty, Plies, T-Pain.
Big records. T-Pain, shout out to T-Pain.
And then, of course, No Hands. Girl, drop it to you. Girl, drop it to the floor. I love the way up we go.
All right, classic,
another one of that one. To all the UK ladies, when you play that record, hold on real quick. To all the UK ladies, when Dan Blank dropped this record right here, just make sure y'all know, me and him was taking a toast.
Yeah, we're toasting.
We toasting right now, live right now, to all the ladies out there in the UK that feel like she look good right now. Let's take a toast to this record.
That's it, man.
Already. And then to end it out, Standing Ovation was my first plaque. You know what I mean? So a record like that, that's like just special to me, what I had to go through, you know what I'm saying, and to even get that record recorded and completed.
This is what I love. So, you know, in hip hop right now, guys, it's been, boy, me, I'm from that whole era, you know. I come up listening to, you know, to Buck and yourself, you know, with the records that you've been putting out. That's what I grew up on. So I'm noticing, obviously, a lot of GOATs, you know, we've lost a lot of GOATs in hip hop recently, you know, from DMX to Black Rob, you know, even what Shock G, you know what I mean? Like Shock G.
Crazy, man. Rest in peace to all of them.
Yo, guys, what's your thoughts on like this whole hip hop kind of union stuff? But I feel like this should have been in hip hop long time, just like any other sports. But I feel like maybe like it shouldn't be. I don't know how you would kind of do it if rappers kind of organize it. Maybe it should be someone outside of rap to kind of organize it. But I feel it's needed because like all these other kind of institutions have them. So what's your thoughts on this hip hop union energy that's talking out there?
Me personally, I you know, shout out Master P. I just watched Master P speak on this and speak about how rappers and the rap game in itself needs a union. And I agree. You know, I think that you know, we need to be able to show up when tragedy does happen and also play some type of part into because the money's being made, so much money is being made from artists.
Exactly.
Away from actually what the artist may see, that it doesn't hurt some of these record companies and these big execs to come together and form some type of union to protect their assets, because we're their assets. We're who are making the money, the producers, the rappers. You know, we are who are creating the avenues for money to be made. So why not protect that and have a union to be able to, you know, show up in times of, you know, different artists dying and things like that, where there's some type of part being played, and also a union that's protecting a lot of artists and things like that from actually being played as well. Shout out to Wendy Day, but she's with the Rap Coalition. She's like a mother to me. And I kind of look at what Wendy does as almost like a protection agency involved with artists, as well as an educational place involved with the Rap Coalition to educate a lot of artists about the actual music business in itself. But just with, you know, the gangster that come along with her and things like that, I feel like, you know, the whole aspect of a union is kind of what she creates for an artist if you establish a relationship with her enough. But overall, yeah, I do agree and think that the rappers definitely need some type of support system that's created within the rap game, whether it's support on, you know, something positive that's involved in an artist's life, or even something negative like going to jail. We see that as well. A lot of different artists is catching cases. And, you know, free Fujiano, free NBA Young Boy, you know, Free Casanova. You know, these guys just
in London.
create,
Big shout to
you know,
Casanova, met him in London, you know what I mean? He was
big
out
facts, you know what I'm saying? And all of Free BG, Free C Murder. You understand? These are artists that has created and made millions of dollars, not only for themselves, but even more money for the labels that distributed and everything else of these artists. So why not have a union where they can actually pick up some of these lawyer fees, you know, be able to provide different avenues for people to be able to boycott the injustice that happens in regards to artists catching cases and free YFN Lucci. You understand what I'm saying? Financially, you know, a lot of these artists have became rich from the game. But again, a lot of the executives and the people behind the business make quadruple the amount of what the artists are walking away with. So I'm all in favor for a union. I hope it does happen at some point in time. Again, I give all the praise to Master P because I'm hands-on with Master P. His son is actually out here in my city playing college basketball. It's really turned up, really turning it up out here, as well as you know, far as with Tennessee State University. So it's growing a relationship with me and Master P, where I'm starting to see his outlook a little bit more than just the music and the person that I growed up and loved, and really seeing the involvement in what he's looking to do with things like creating unions for rappers and just the community involvement and doing things for my city and bringing light to me to things to do for my city that I ain't even have a mind on actually doing. So shout out to Master P from the, you know, from the beginning, just by being that motivational guy behind creating that union for the rap game. And as well for me personally, by just being 100 and actually being real enough to have real conversations with me on evolving as a man and an artist as well.
Yeah, last couple of questions, man. So do his work. I feel like that's the last record on the project. Do his work.
Exactly.
And I think you say stop smoking. I remember you said stop smoking, and then like you get into the record, then it's like it's got that whole real relaxed kind of, I don't know, man. It's just like an air of fresh air, bro. It's a great record. Tell us about, you know, do his work. I had to reload that one about 10 times. I'm just rolling to it like, yeah, this is peaceful. But I like the perspective again with the lyricism and the raw emotion.
That's the vibe, man. Drumma does that to you, man. The music that Drumma creates, like he said, he's more than just a actual person that makes beats. He's a real producer. And when he played that record, bro, honestly, it gave me that Pac vibe. You know, it gave me that feel of you know, I'm gonna just let the Lord do his work with this. It's really no hook or none of that. It's just like, I'm gonna drop the top today and let the Lord do his work. And Drumma was like, this gotta be the last record on the tape. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those records where, of course, you're getting things that's involved with my career and my life and things like that. But I also credit that record to the production, because that shows the diversity of being an actual person who make beats and make actual music, because Drumma kind of provided that feel in that record, bro, that was just like, you know what? I'm not even gonna try to create a hook for this record. I'm gonna let the music be the hook.
Yeah, dictate what's going on. Yeah.
Exactly.
Facts. All right, beautiful one. So everybody, make sure you get that. It's out there right now. Worldwide FM, Dan Blake, you know. It's a big project, you know. Make sure you go get that. But I gotta take it real quick. I gotta take it back to the first album, bro. Like, straight out Cashville. Because I remember when G Unit come out at the time, and you dropped your solo albums are coming out. 50 had dropped his project, and then you dropped your project. Banks, I believe, dropped his project. But I'm gonna tell you the energy in London. at this time. I'll take you right back just to kind of the feeling of how we was feeling at the time. Because obviously when you guys came out, it was like, yo, this is it right now. G Unit, madness. So like when your thing on the street level, like it was the rawness of you. Like it was like no gimmicks, real emotion in the bars, straight to the point, you know what I mean? And you could feel your pain. Even I know Pac's a big influence within you, but I could feel your words you were saying, and with the twang of how you sound, it was just like we could connect all the way over in South London. We was connecting with that fully. And I remember that album, Bang Bang. I remember Bang Bang. I think Bang Bang was my favorite. Like Bang Bang.
It's my favorite. It's my fucking favorite on Straight Outta Cashville, bro.
Brother, tell me about Bang Bang, the process of that. Because that was like, that was a haunting record, bro. That was like, whoo.
I mean, I had actually created that record, man, in the midst of when I was still so active. I was fresh to G Unit, and I was really active dealing with a lot of different issues throughout the city, throughout my hood and everything else. And that was the energy at the time. You know, I had a lot of individuals that were really active at that time. And you know, unfortunately, you know, we were reacting from that perspective. So we needed that motivational record to be able to give us something to, you know, go along with what we was doing in a sense. So Bang Bang was really a record that was created where when I heard that sample, it was like, this is it, because this is what it really is. And that's what the thing is about me and creating records. I tend to make records based on real life events or just real life living in itself. And that was a moment that, like I say, that era is unmatched, because those are moments of my life when you listen to those records where I was really there in that mode, really coming from that perspective as an individual, not just being an individual on a record, just creating a record. No, I'm really living this life. I'm really with this vest on. I'm really swinging this iron like this throughout these neighborhoods out here, just, you know, trying to make sure that I make it home to my kids as well, like everybody else. But these are the different cards that you dealt coming from the environment that I come from. You know, it's just been real. And I've just been blessed enough to be able to put it in words and find the right music to bring that emotion that you hear and make sure people understand how real it is, or at least I hope they do, involved in the way that I relay it in the music. And like I say, man, I feel like our greats that we love the most and love forever are individuals that base their music on real life events, whether they're living it, somebody they know living it, or they once lived it. You know, it's all real life. And that's what I've just done throughout my career period, to keep creating these records like that, is basing it off real life, bro.
Yo, brother, yo, Drumma boy, Young Buck, like this is it's legendary, man. You know, I want to give you guys your flowers, though. You know what I mean? You're real, you know, special artists, you know, to the culture, and just, you know, keep doing what you're doing, and because we see you, you know, we're in a different country, but we've seen you, we've lived it with you, music wise, and seen your journeys, and just want to continue to grow and do your thing and positive living and more life. You know what I mean? It's a
big face.
It's always great when I can catch up with artists that have got legacy in the game, you know what I mean? Have moments, soundtracks to your life, you know what I mean? To our life on this earth, soundtracks. And this is what music does, you know, no matter where you're from around the world, you know what I mean? It's a pleasure, brother, you know?
Big facts, man. I also got a project that I dropped. I like to always let people know, because Back on My Buck Shit Volume 3 is the dopest shit that's in the streets. But I'm gonna let you be the judge to it, because I got a project called The Vaccine. Okay. And I created this project. I dropped it a week before Back on My Buck Shit Volume 3. I didn't want to do a lot of press and things like that based on this project. It's just a project with 10 songs, 10 bangers that I wanted to give people something else to go along with Back on My Buck Shit Volume 3. So when you get a chance, go check out The Vaccine. If you haven't got Bombs 3, Back on My Buck Shit Volume 3, I don't know what you're waiting on. It's one of the dopest projects. And just shout out to the whole UK, bro, out there for always supporting Young Buck and always being, you know, exactly what I've always known y'all for. And that's some real motherfuckers, you dig?
I love that, my brother. And Drumma Boy, just pleasure chatting, bro. What you got coming next? What's next for you? Like, what have we got in the works? Who you working with at the moment? Any other artists you can tell us about? What's popping?
Yeah, right now, Still Can't Believe It, man. We still running up the charts. My single, Still Can't Believe It, featuring Derez Deshawn, we just hit 1 million on Spotify, 1 million on YouTube. And then I've been working with Dexter Daps from Jamaica.
Oh, yeah, Dexter. Love that.
Yeah, man. So definitely check out the song I produced for him called Wi-Fi.
Yeah, big up Dexter.
And then I just did one with Davido too.
Oh, Davido.
Yeah, so you know what I mean? Like that's gonna be crazy. Him and Dexter on the same track.
Oh,
I'm excited about that. And then my album, Drumma Boy and Friends.
Jeez, that's a lot going on.
On all of them records right there. Even Dexter and Davido, y'all better get at me ASAP and put me on one of them records because my brother's killing it for y'all right now. Straight up.
I got
you. I could chat to you guys all day, but I found one question I forgot to ask you, but because I met Damian Marley in 2019 backstage at an event and I got to chill with the Marleys and have that kind of experience. I met Bob Marley's piano player. I met a lot of the family, and it was a real like special moment for myself. You know, being
I know how that feels.
You know, like it was really rooted moment for me, man. Like, you know, so how did you like meet the Marleys and like what's your stories like? How did that come about?
That's dope. I haven't been asked this question in a long time, but I met the Marleys, man. Honestly, I was on the first time I met them was at the Wanna Get to Know You video shoot with G Unit in Miami. And I'm gonna end it on this story because it's the dopest shit, you know what I'm saying, that you ever probably gonna hear from a person meeting the Marleys. I'm at the Wanna Get to Know You. Toast to that, big facts. I shout out to the Marleys, man. I love them with everything. You know, those dudes are real life individuals and they're bred from a life of music, a life of realness, a life of loyaltiness amongst each other and things like that. But I met them on the set of the video for Wanna Get to Know You. I think it was in 2004, maybe. And honestly, bro, I smoke so much weed, bro, it's ridiculous. You dig what I'm saying? I'm just actually in a situation where I can't smoke right now. Hopefully it'll be done by next week. But I had the actual trailer so fucking smoked out. It was crazy. And all of a sudden, one of the guys that came to me and was like, yo, bro, the Marleys is outside, bro, and they come here to meet you. They actually came to the video shoot to meet me, period, because of the line that I had spoke on in that song, Wanna Get to Know You. Jump on this Harley and come smoke some of that Bob Marley. Sip some Bacardi, then go pull up at the after party. And they wanted to show their respect by me being in Miami and a few other brothers were there. They felt like, let me come see him and give him love for, you know, shouting out us basically on the record. And they didn't know that they had walked into another one of their brothers. You dig? So when they walked in the trailer, like I say, it was so fucking smoked out. They was like, yo, man, you know, damn, man, like, let me fire this up for you, man. And from that moment, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I forget who exactly all was there. I want to say Damien was there. I want to say I know Kamani for sure was there. Kamani Marley was there.
Stephen
was there. Steve was there for sure. And they were like, yo, man, we just wanted to come and show you love and actually let you really smoke some Bob Marley. Okay. And I'm thinking, bro, I got the best weed in Miami. Like, here we go. You know what I mean? So I went to try to smoke them, pass the blunts and shit around, but they didn't smoke blunts. It was like, no man, it's no poison. You know, they roll, you know, papers and shit. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna smoke what y'all got. They was like, no man, go ahead. It's cool. You smoke what you smoke, and then we're gonna smoke something with you. So I smoked in my weed while I think it was Damien sit there and rolled up this weed, but he pulled it out of it's almost like a canister. It was kind of a big thing. Like it wasn't nothing small, but it was something big. And he pulls this thing out and he's rolling his joint. And then he passed the joint around to his brothers, and then it got to me. All right. So I'm hitting this weed, bro. It's the highest I ever been in my entire life. I'm gonna keep it solid. But it was a different kind of high.
Yeah.
All right. I tell people this, I probably spoke on this maybe twice. But now you get to give it to the UK, the real.
The real.
The high that I felt was different than any high I've ever felt. And I'm like, is this because I'm smoking with the Marleys? Or is this because of the weed? So at the end of the blunt, the end of the joint, I should say, I asked him, I said, yo, bro, I ain't never felt like this. It almost felt like I was walking on air, like I was floating, literally. And I've smoked, like I say, my trailer was smoked the fuck out. I've smoked 1,000 fucking blunts. But this joint was just putting me in a different mind, mental state, place. And I asked, I think it was Kamani I asked, I said, man, what is this, bro, that I'm smoking? Like, I need some of this shit. And I'll never forget what he told me. He said, yeah, man, you're smoking some of my dad's ashes, man. This is Bob Marley's ashes. To this very day, I don't know if I was actually smoking some of the ashes of Bob Marley, but those were the words that was given to me. You're smoking Bob Marley's ashes. And I'll never forget, because the people started coming around talking about the police was walking down the set. And I learned something from, I think it was Stephen Marley, if I ain't mistaken. When they said Babylon was coming, I watched him take his foot and put the joint out on this. I was trying to run ashtrays around the place like, yo, man, he got an ashtray over there. He said, no, man, me straight, and just put the joint in his pocket, but he used the bottom of his shoe for his ashtray. That was brand new shit to me. You dig what I'm saying? And I've used that a couple times when the police done ran up on me, like, immediately. No, man, it ain't me smoking. I ain't smoking shit, you know? So, you know, like I say, just experiences like that, real life experiences that I've had, is I call them blessings, bro, and I'm giving them to you, man. More blessings, man.
Yo,
to the whole
appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it, bro. Let's toast to that, man. Let's toast to that. Let's toast to that. Yeah, man. Let's toast to that.
Cheers, man. Oh, man, Drumma done finally went and got him a cup. I can tell you what's in his cup, bro. Goose, 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 goose.
Yeah. There we go.
Goose in the juice.
Jeez. Yo, brothers, appreciate you. Drumma Boy, Young Buck, aka Buckshot, Dan Blake, Worldwide FM. Yo.
I told you. I knew it.
Yo, appreciate you, UK to USA, for checking in, guys. And we'll definitely catch up soon, man. And
all right, bro.
All right, bro.
Salute.
Salute.
Hey,